Good to go. We are live. Nathan
Hello.
Sykes. We're in the Gwynedd Mercy University Artist Lounge. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. How are you?
I'm good. I haven't seen you in a long time. I almost forgot we bumped into each other a while ago. Maybe it was last year for the Grammys or whatever. I saw you. You were making your rounds. You look very spiffy, dude.
Thank you.
You look very nice.
I thought I should make an effort.
I appreciate it. Usually, I feel really good about this because usually people roll in here and it's like they came out of bed, they have their sweats on and stuff. I'm like, well, this is what you think about us radio people, huh?
That's the thing. And I'm a respectful person. And I'm excited as well. I'm very excited. I think I had a really bad night's sleep, so I've had to compensate with my clothing for my face and my eyes, which are like...
Was it from like drinking or eating something terrible?
No, no, surprisingly not.
Bad sleep.
No, it's just a really bad sleep. We're on a bus now because obviously we're touring with Alessia Cara. So the bus, literally, I was just being thrown around. And it was a really bumpy journey. I was like, what roads are we driving down? But it was quite intense. It was like a roller coaster at some point. I thought I was going to fall out. And I insist on having like the top bunk. I'm like, I want to be on the top. Because, you know, like if you're on the bottom, you always feel like everything's going to collapse on top of you and you'll die. But just me. Okay. So I always want to be on the top just in case it all does drop and...
It makes sense.
I survive, right?
Totally.
So I'm the one killing instead of being killed.
The poor soul underneath you.
I know, but bless them.
Is Alessia on the same bus as you, or does she have her own?
No, Alessia's got her own bus, and Ruth B's got her own bus. And yeah, we're all we travel separately. We're not that on top of each other.
Yeah.
Just yet. But last night was amazing. It was the first show last night. And I really, really enjoyed it.
Good.
Alessia's amazing.
Yeah.
Just amazing. And I feel like I'm preaching to the choir. Like everyone is like, yeah, we know. But she really is. And the show's fantastic. So if anyone gets an opportunity, come down and watch. Otherwise, you're definitely missing out.
I'm glad you didn't ruin your relationship with Alessia Cara because I heard the how you first initially met her or something.
Yeah, I was slightly intoxicated. It wasn't an ideal situation.
You were just drunk meeting Alessia Cara, but she doesn't hold it against you, huh?
Well, no, because when I saw her yesterday, she's like, I saw that you said you were wasted, but I don't remember you being wasted at all. You were like sober.
Good man.
And I'm like,
thank you.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much. I like this. She's like, you're really good at hiding your drunkenness. I was like, thank you. I'm very proud of myself for that.
So I want to talk about you showering a little bit, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. Because I heard a lot of your songs, that's where like they get crafted or they originate. What is it about the shower where you're just like, the juices are flowing right now?
And the water's flowing as well. It's, you know what it is? It's no phones, no technology, no emails, no Twitter, no Snapchat. For some people. So it's like, do you know what I mean? It's just like...
Right.
I don't know. Like, I think you there's no distractions. You haven't got, like, your mum ringing you, being like, hi, what do you want for tea? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just, I don't know, it's just a place where you can really clear your mind. And then you kind of start humming in the shower. Everyone sings in the shower. So I just kind of start humming and make up my own stuff and then be like, whoa, that's good. So there's a couple of songs on the album. Money started in the shower, and my new single in the UK, Famous, started in the shower as well.
So are you anti like going into the studio to sit down and write? Like to be, I'm setting aside 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. to go in, sit down and write. Are you against that?
No, not at all. I know I do that as well.
Okay.
But it's just like I'll come up with an idea that I'll then take into the studio and kind of find a way of taking it in, or like conceptually I'll come up with ideas, or like a little chorus hook. So like the idea for Famous was completely different to how it ended up sounding, and then Money wasn't too far off, but it was still different. So when you're in there and then you're messing around production and stuff like that, that's when you can go, oh, this would slot in really well with this. But if I change a couple of notes here, then that will suit really well with this concept.
What's the song you worked on with Babyface?
It's a song called I Can't Be Mad.
Dude, that is so cool. He's a legend.
Yes.
How did that come about? What was it like?
Well, I mean, I nearly passed out. I spent like the whole morning like this.
Yeah.
And then he went out to get a coffee, and the producer was like, you do know you can talk to him, right? I was like, really? He's like, yes, you're going to be writing songs together. I was like, oh yeah. So it was just the most amazing experience. Like I wrote up a list of dream collaborators for this album, and Babyface was like top of the list. Babyface and Diane Warren. So we reached.
How did it come together?
Yeah, just reached out and was like, do you want to work with Nathan? And he was like, yeah, I loved his voice on Almost Is Never Enough. I was like, that's awesome, because it was like the first time that someone had gone, I love his voice as an individual. And I was like, that's nice, and not someone had gone, oh yeah, Nathan from The Wanted, yeah, all right, I'll work with him. But he was great on Almost Is Never Enough when he sang with Ari. So yeah, I'd love to work with him. That's
very cool. You know, honestly, I mean, to his point, I think you're doing a good job of like this rebirth. I honestly, when you started coming out with your own stuff because the sound was so different and stuff like that, I forgot. I had to be like, oh yeah, you know. So I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you very much. I aim to kind of get it like a trivia fact.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, that's what I like about being in America.
Yeah.
That it is almost like a trivia fact. It's like, do you know that he's the guy that sang Glad You Came?
It's good.
So it's really nice. Or one of the guys, should I say.
Ariana's, she was on a remix of the new song, right?
Yes.
And so is she going to be on the album?
She'll be on the deluxe album.
Okay.
No offense.
That's okay. That's all right.
You know what it is? It's because like the original version was me.
Yeah.
And it's a very personal song to me. So I was like, there's room for both on the album. And I think the deluxe is amazing anyway. There's some incredible songs that are on the deluxe that some people listen to. They're like, why isn't that on the album? I'm like, there's no room. So yeah, it's going to be on the deluxe. And that's the one we're focusing on.
Cool. That's great. So 2 songs in the can with her. Do you ever think you would do a full album together? I mean, your voices pair so well together.
You know what? I get quite a few tweets asking that. But I don't know, probably not. I think that would kind of be a bit weird. Just because I think like people have done it before where they've done albums together, but I think not so much now.
Right. Yeah, totally.
Unless you're like Jay-Z and Kanye, and I can't imagine like a ballady album solely moment with 2 people would kind of work. I think it's nice that two very good artists can make music separately and occasionally come together to make music. I think that's cool. You know what I think you should do, and you should run it by her because it would be great, a Christmas song together. I love Christmas songs. Christmas songs are amazing. They're like my favorite. Like I was sat there listening to Christmas songs the other day, and I was like, Nathan, it's September. You need to like get a hold of your life. We are here. I love it. Though. Yes. I was like, why am I doing this? I was like, I need to get out more. I need to get some friends. Like, what's wrong with me? But yeah, like Christmas music's the one. And I think the pressure every year of doing a different cover. Yeah. Because last year I did White Christmas and I loved doing it. It was not my favorite thing ever. But then like this year I'm like, I can't just redo White Christmas because everyone's gonna be like, you did that last year, bore off. So I was thinking of new ideas. But I think there's so much you can do with Christmas music. Totally. But people have done great stuff with Christmas music as well. I know. So it's kind of finding your own little spin on stuff. Speaking of like covers and things like that, you do a bunch of them. I love the one you did of Shawn Mendes' song Stitches. I actually played it on the weekend show. Yes, you have it. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Dude, I love it. It's so good. Your voice is phenomenal. You put your own spin on it. Has Shawn heard that? I don't know. That's a good question. Any covers you've done? Has the artist been like, oh my God? Yeah, Charlie Puth. Okay. And Troye Sivan. on the same day. It was really weird, actually. We were all doing a gig together. And I was walking down the corridor. I walked past Troy, and he's like, "Oh my God, I love what you did with my song." And then I went and saw Charlie. And he's just the best. He makes me laugh so much. But he was just like, it's like that thing you did with my song. I was just like, because I get scared, because I like to rip up songs and just start again when I'm covering them.
Yeah.
So I mashed up Charlie Puth's Marvin Gaye with Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On.
So cool.
So I'm like, I was nervous. I thought he'd be like, really? Yeah. Really? What are you doing? But he really liked it, so it's all good.
Well, I would be nervous because, listen, Nathan, I know you're a humble guy, but you're one of those artists that's so good. If I heard you were going to cover my song, I'd be like, great, Nathan, thank you. I can't do my song anymore because you just did it better than me. That's what I'd be nervous about.